How's it going, guys? My name is Eish and welcome to moneymeteish. So this is episode 2 of my Easy Equities portfolio journey, and it has been a very interesting month. A lot has changed. I've sat down and tried to record this video numerous times, but every time I do, something happens and I have to start again. So it's been an up and down month, but let's start with a portfolio update. So the current value of the Easy Equities portfolio is 10,230 Rand with some change. And now if you saw the first video and you're like in the second video, oh my word, it's so much more money. I deposited a lot more this month than I thought I would be able to, and I am very grateful for that. I'm still aiming for 3,000 minimum every month, so 3,000 will be a minimum, and if I have any extra money that I happen to come across, I will put that towards the portfolio as well. So, where have I put this money? What stocks or ETFs have I put this money in? Let's have a look. So, the stocks that I hold in the US are Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, BlackRock, Catepillar, Coca-Cola, Costco, Jumia, which is a Nigerian based online retailer similar to Amazon, but they service the African market in both North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa, McDonalds, Nvidia, Tesla, and Waste Management, which is a refuse removal company in the US. Waste Management was by far the best performer. It grew by 10% this last week, the week of recording. So it has really been doing really well lately. Tesla, on the other hand, is down almost 5% from when I bought it. So not super happy with that. But the amounts that I'm investing, since it's literally just been one month, are so small that the market moves don't really make that much difference. We're talking a couple of cents here and there. Even in such large moves like what Waste Management has done, the 10% growth is really not even $2 or $3. The amounts are so small at the moment that it doesn't really make such big a difference. So it's kind of more like a savings account at the moment, but obviously as I continually put more money in, the market moves will make a bigger difference to the portfolio overall. At the moment, the growth hasn't really made, even when the market has dipped, it hasn't made that much difference. I have a quarter of our money in ETFs, and I'm looking to increase that exposure to ETFs in future deposits. But the 3 that I hold at the moment are the Satrix NASDAQ 100, the iShares MSCI Taiwan, and the One Invest S&P 500 Index Feeder. Now, 2 of these are registered in South Africa, and I buy into them in rands, and they will pay me out in rands, even though they track indexes in the US. The iShares MSCI Taiwan is registered in the US, and it tracks the market of Taiwan as a whole. The 2 stocks that I hold on the JSE are Naspers and Prosus. And I went in to all of the stocks that I've bought into. I've gone in with the same amount of money into each stock. And I'm going to continue putting the same amount of money, just an even amount of money into each stock for this first year. the amount of money that I'm putting in, like I said, doesn't make too much difference if I'm going to put it all into one stock or if I'm going to spread it amongst the 10 that I have. Yes, I might be losing out in a possible huge increase in one stock, but I feel like for where I am, my competency level and my confidence level in my own abilities, which to be honest are really low at the moment. Like I said, beginner, been doing this 1 month, have no idea what I'm doing. So I am comfortable with what I'm doing at the moment, which is to diversify over all these companies, and I will be increasing the amount of money I have in the ETFs. I think to have a core of my investments in ETFs and then diversify over the rest of these individually picked stocks, I think that's an approach that I am comfortable with at the moment. As I learn, as I get better, hopefully I get better, this portfolio will change, it will adapt, it will transform as I transform. As I learn, it will learn. As I grow, hopefully it will grow. There's no guarantee on that front. Hell, there's no guarantee that I'll learn either. If we look in terms of sectors that I've invested in, I am pretty heavily invested into the retail sector or into consumer cyclicals, which I am looking to balance that out a little bit. I have no holdings in energy or utilities. I have no holdings in healthcare. I'm definitely looking at leveling off the sectors that I've invested in, because right now it is pretty heavily retail based. And that could also just be that a couple of retailers were on sale and I just dove in to a few of them without really doing too much fundamental research or any research at all. Yikes. But the breakdown of the rest of the portfolio is as follows. 18% of the stocks are in the industrials sector, 36%, and by far the biggest of the weighted percentages, is in consumer cyclicals, 18% in consumer staples or defense, 18% in financials, and 9% in tech. So roughly a third of the portfolio is in consumer cyclicals, and that is something that I want to balance out a little bit better. I would think that it would take some time to balance the portfolio a little bit better as well, because like I said, because I've only been doing this for a month and the money is really, in terms of individual stock picking, it's really not a lot of money, but it will grow as I stick with it and I continually put money into the portfolio. Now, I learned a few things in this last month, and that is a massive understatement. I learned firstly that I have very little knowledge of what I'm doing. I thought I knew a lot more than I actually do know. And I think that's something that a lot of beginner investors, when they get into the market, they think, oh yeah, I'll just buy this and I'll leave it, and they underestimate their emotional attachment to the money that they have put into the market. I know that is definitely something that I did. I massively underestimated my emotional attachment to this money, while also overestimating their knowledge and intelligence. I definitely thought that I have this idea, these are the stocks that I will buy, and I will just check in once a month, put my purchase orders, sit back, relax, and watch the money fall from the sky. and that has not happened. I have logged into Easy Equities at least 5 times a day, every single day. Even on the weekends, when the markets are closed, I am still checking this account. And I know nothing's going to change. I know that, like, the numbers aren't going to go up. I know the numbers aren't going to go up on the screen. I know nothing's happening. The markets are closed. But it is becoming... It is quite addictive, actually. Most of the time I look at 2 websites when I am looking at the stocks that I would possibly like to buy into. And those are Yahoo Finance and Seeking Alpha. Seeking Alpha is great when it comes to looking at dividends. They give a wonderful breakdown of the entire history of a company's dividend paying history. They give you pretty much all the information you could possibly need in terms of a company's dividend. They go into a lot more detail than Yahoo Finance. I like Yahoo Finance for other information. I find it a lot easier to read than Seeking Alpha. Seeking Alpha, the breakdown is not as simple, and I've just started, so I need simple right now. So Yahoo Finance is a lot better, in my opinion, for that. Yahoo Finance will also let you add price alerts to stocks that you want to buy, which I have found to be quite helpful, because you can go in, you go to the company you want to, and you can set an alert for a specific price. You can type in the price that you want, or you can, there's like a little slider and you can set it according to a percentage. And now they already have preset percentages of 5 and 10% in the on the sliders. So if you wanted to go up 5%, you can put the price alert there, and then when the price goes up 5%, it will send you a notification, and you can go in and sell out of that position. Or what I've been doing is setting it for, if the price drops 5 or 10%, then it'll send you the same notification, and you can go in and buy the stock at that price. So I think price alerts are definitely going to help a lot in the future. I have used it for the last 3 or 4 purchases. And to wrap up, the portfolio overall is in we're still running at a loss. We're currently at a loss of 628 Rand and 20 cents. If I factor in all of the fees that I've paid, I'm paying with a credit card, so there is quite a high charge to put money into the account. It would be a lot lower if I were doing an ETF. I just don't really have that option right now to put the money into the account through an ETF, so my credit card is really the only option I have at the moment. So that's the option that I have to take. But I am hoping that we will slowly creep towards break even and eventually profit. We're sitting 600 odd Rand in the hole at the moment, but that will hopefully change over the long run. Despite the fact that the app tells us we are 3% up, we are actually overall, with all the fees and everything, quite far away from that point right now, but hopefully for the future. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of the stocks that I've bought into. Let me know what you think of the companies. Do you own any of these companies? You can also follow me on Instagram at moneymeteish. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.